People truly underestimate how bad the actual job market is. 80,000 jobs were eliminated just in 2 weeks of April, and it's only April 17th. Majority of them are tech and finance jobs. $200,000 earner is in danger. They're being eliminated across the board. Oracle, Google, Salesforce, you name it, it's happening. Now let's showcase Joe and Dale. And if you don't know who Joe is, watch my last video. It showcases that exactly. So Joe, he used to make 200,000, but he's been laid off for 7+ months. And he's finding it pretty difficult to find a job, but he has a house. He has 2 kids. It's kind of an expensive, lifestyle. He only has, 4 months, but it's been 7+ months in the market and he can't find anything. Now he's also behind on bills, let's say 2+ months. And then now he can't find anything. So now he's dipping into his retirement. Then what happens? Now I'm going to showcase Dale. He's actually a student of ours, not his real name. CFO. He started, I think almost 12+ months ago. And while he's jet setting off, this is a plane, guys, can't really draw. But as he's jet setting off, he's calling out trades and learning a skill because he knows as high up as his position is, it's not endless abundance like it used to be. And that times are changing and he has to only rely on himself. So what is he doing? He's building up his reserves. He's investing in a skill and assets that no one can take away and understanding the framework and doing it while working full-time. Now he's also being able to, compound, because compounding every month, a few trades here and there, it's a very big thing. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Absolutely not. It takes hard work and dedication. But if people who are 1,200+ professionals are doing it, and I remember I was doing it too. I was doing this when I was working at GE. They're doing this because they're realizing white collar jobs or the corporate ladder, it's disappearing completely. It does not exist anymore. What are you gonna do about it? Now we're gonna be going over the SPY, PLTR, trades that actually our community and Dale called out, as well as Target. And again, these are all done in real time. All right, let's go over PLTR. So this one is actually one that Dale called out. And I'm sure Joe, he probably would have actually exited right here, right when buyers are actually starting to peak. I'm gonna go over PLTR, and we actually traded this in the community. As you can see, we're all on school, and look, we got out 43% and everyone else did significantly more. Several of our students actually played it. And we have over 1,200+ professionals in our community, and they all had the gains because we literally called it out because we host lives every day. So with PLTR, as of last Friday, so we called it out Friday, April 10th. And what are some things that we see? Well, it's a hammer candle with intense volume. The volume alone is about double the normal, and it's all buyers. On top of that, we swept liquidity. And what does that mean? Well, everyone probably put stop losses at 126.33, or right at this area of support. And what does Wall Street do? They're going to be like, screw your stop losses. I'm going to purchase all those shares and move price higher, which is exactly what we see right here, which is the reason why you get a lower wick. And on top of that, that's also why you get an explosive move of 16.5% in a single week. And also with our grading system, right? It's literally, this is as A+ as it comes. And we played that. And also risk to reward is minuscule. I mean, like the risk is minimal. The reward is, this is a huge trade. This is like as perfect as it comes. Now I'm going to go over another trade that actually another community member, Dale, called out too. So Target. And yes, I like to call it Target, which I also shop there as a mom. Like, who doesn't shop there? So we called out Target on Tuesday, April 14th. And what do we see here? Well, on Tuesday, we see again a strong move down. And then if you zoom in really closely, you can see that we have a strong move down, a hammer candle, and it's all buyers, and it's above average volume. It's closing above the 20 MA. And there's actually hardly any upper wick, which means it's straight up all buyers. Orders are just being filled. Risk to reward profile is fantastic. And it moves up 7% in a single week. Now that's a very strong move, and it actually surpassed our price targets, which was just 124, and it just even moved up higher. That is one of the biggest things. Also, if you want to work with us, link below. We're going to go over the SPY, and this is just in general, like the biggest note. And remember, at the end of the day, we want to be like Dale, not Joe. Joe is probably the one selling when PLTR is actually going to go on a ripper. I bet you Joe is probably one that actually sold, but Dale is the one who purchased. All right, so I'm going to be going over the SPY in general. We have had an absolute insanity week. In general, the SPY is just moving higher and higher. And we did actually have a retracement. Sorry, this is actually shown because I'm waiting for a bear market to occur, and we just got a correction, which I purchased heavily. The SPY is now, it's moved up, and we broke that psychological $700 price target. That was definitely like it was like a magnet, and the market was trying to get there, and it surpassed it. But you know, we've had, I think it's 11 or 12 days in a row. It's like 11 or pretty much almost 3 weeks of just straight up green. This has been a parabolic move. It hasn't happened much in history. The market should cool down, and I see us retesting the 700 level, kind of consolidating. The other thing too is we have a lot of earnings coming up. You know, so we should really retest around 700, 600 level, 690s, and then kind of cool off. There's a bunch of earnings coming up next week, so the market's going to start pricing then. We just had Netflix. It didn't do so well, but the market's going to be really pricing in what's going to happen and then showcase. The irony about all of this, though, the market is actually moving up because every single company is laying off. Because, reason being, they know if companies like Google, Oracle, Meta are laying off middle management, just like yourself, it's going to be better for their margins. OpEx decreases. It's irony in all of this, which is the reason why you need to find your plan B. And people like Dale are finding their plan B. And you don't want to become like Joe, who doesn't have any plan. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. If you guys want to work with me, link below. Being in corporate for 10 years, I can tell you the biggest risk is not investing in yourself and relying on corporate, because they know at the end of the day, they will screw you. So don't be like a Joe and be like a Dale. I'll see you guys in the next one.